guys, welcome back. My name is Samphorea and today we are playing on Baycraft. And before we get started, I do have quite a few updates to show you guys. So I've been pretty busy over the past couple of days playing and not recording, and especially one night I went a bit crazy and I think I stayed up till about 1 in the morning just playing because I was just really into what I was doing. And sometimes when you just get in that flow, you just don't want to stop, because I know sometimes I come on the next day and I cannot remember for the life of me what I was doing or where I was going. So that's why I'm just going to carry on. So yeah, first things first, got a little surprise for you. The hat's finished. So I'm not 100% happy with it. I may be changing it. The thing is, if I want to change it to how I want it, I have to demolish the entire thing. But so far I'm pretty happy with it. It looks really cute from like this angle. It looks really sweet. From the side, not so much. Because I did it as like a weird shape and I didn't really think about it. I put it down and obviously it's not a great shape to try and make a hat out of giant blocks from. So the top's kind of a bit weird from the side. But you know what? It works. It's not terrible, I don't think. And you know, I'm only going to ever really view it from the front properly. So yeah, and you won't see, well you will in a second, but there is a secret door, as I said. If the lag will let me open the door. And yeah, I've decked out all inside, so we have some patterns on the floor. Oh, Trident put a sign. Thanks, Trident. I didn't know anyone had been in here. I'm sure that wasn't here when I was doing everything. So that's really sweet. But I just moved everything across, all the chests of stuff, and well, there's nothing in them. Why is there no sound? There we go. I turned the sound off. Whoops. So all the chests and everything and all the shelves. I put the cauldron in like this, but I need to change it. I don't like it. I might just put it in the center with like some bars around it or something. That might look pretty cool. And then the witch's oven, which will look better when I've got the 2 extra bits on there. Again, I might change that. I like the shape of this and how that is, but I don't like all these torches, and I don't really like the bottom bit being white. So it's still very much a work in progress. I'm just glad I actually got the building finished, because that does mean that we were able to get rid of the building outside the house. So obviously we needed to move the blood magic altar because it was going to be way too big and demolish half the house. So I was going to put it here. That's why this area has been cleared out. But again, you know, I'd have to take out a lot of the mountain to do that, and it would overhang over to the sea and stuff, and I wasn't too happy with it. So I'm not happy where it is at the moment either. You know, because I'm so decisive, clearly. So it's going to be moved, but as you can see, the little house has been taken down, and the blood altar has been moved to here. So I knocked a load of this hill down, and I put it here. Now, obviously, you know, there isn't obviously enough space here for it to stay here. I think I did work it out. It's like the next one is like 2 out, and then it's like 2 out again, and then it's 3 out, I think. So it's going to be about here. So we could just get away with it, but again, I'm going to have to chop loads of this out. And with me having to get rid of all the trees, I kind of don't want to take out half the mountain. Although it isn't like the most difficult thing to do. I'm not too sure. I don't know. So we'll just see how it goes. It depends on how much into blood magic we get, I guess. Because at the moment, obviously, we're focusing on other stuff. And this is kind of as far as we've got with blood magic so far. So it might not matter. We might not decide to do anything with it. But just to let you guys know, that's what's been happening. If we quickly go and check on our bees. Again, you know, I cleared out the area a bit more, lit it up. Over here is kind of where I'm thinking to build the little bee area for all the stuff that we need and all the machines. Haven't quite decided on what shape and stuff I'm going to do yet, but again, you know, that's all to come. So if we go and look down here, I actually built a centrifuge. So there we go. So I used copper ingots, a sturdy casing and 2 glass to make a centrifuge. And what this does is I can put, I'm sure we have some bees. There we go. So let's just make sure they're okay. So what we can do with the centrifuge is we can put the honeycombs in it that we get. Obviously we're just using frozen ones at the moment because that's all we're getting from these wintry bees, but obviously with other bees we'll get different types of honeycombs, and you can put them in the centrifuge, it whizzes them around and you get stuff out of them. So from this one we get a snowball, a honey drop and some beeswax, which we can use to make other things. But at the moment, right this second, we're not going to be doing anything with them because I have other things to show you. We have so many bees. It's amazing. So this, all the rest of this is pretty much the same. I did actually try out about 3, 4, 5 different kind of designs for a flower building. I did ones that were like just standing up, and then like I was going to do a plain building, or one where the roof was in the shape of a flower, and I just couldn't find anything that I liked. And then I suddenly remembered, as I kind of logged off, that we have carpenter's blocks. So that's going to make it a lot easier now I remembered we have them. So that's definitely what I'm going to do next. We also stole some of the saplings. I'm really sorry, Lilac. One of her trees has no tops because I very sneakily stole the sapling of this tree. And the wood is purple, that's why I just... we had to have it. It's gorgeous. So, sorry, Lilac. Nothing much here. Oh! No, nothing much here. Oh, nothing much, just this. So, if you haven't watched Lilac's video, I think it's not the most recent one, the one after, I think it's number 7. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that. But she was doing Botania, and she made one of these, an alchemy catalyst. And I was trying to figure out what it was. And I was watching her video, and she explained it really well, and basically, that's what you needed to use the mana to turn items into other items. So what she found was it was a way that we could turn gas tears into ender pearls, and ender pearls are something that I've been really struggling to get. Even with the ender lilies, they're just terrible, and the little spawner we had going is terrible because the endermen spawn out of it. So this is basically how I've been able to get my ender pearls. So if we have a look at this, I'll show you how we made it. So it was a mana pearl, 2 gold ingots, 4 living rocks and 2 brewing stands. So that was pretty easy too. If we head on into the house, we're lagging a little. I did tell you there's a lot of updates, I do apologise. Nothing much has changed in here. I blocked this off so that these could grow a bit better. So they're growing nicely now. I'll put a carpet down. I'll put a rug. Oh, and I named our smeltery Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Hello. Yeah, he's quite happy there. So if we go down here, nothing has really... Great. Nothing has changed particularly. I made a reusable safari net to be able to put the enderman in here, so he is here. I did that... What's that noise? It's like, oh, the water in the corner. I did that by using the mana thing to turn gas tears into ender pearls. And I turned the grinder on, and even though we had this counter on, because I don't know how to use it, it killed all the pigs. So all that trouble that we spent getting the pigs down here and setting everything up, they're all dead. And so we have no pigs. I thought I'd turn this off. I'm sure I'd turn that off. Oh well, that's going, apparently. And the other thing that I built was... I'm sure I turned that off, I don't know why it's on. Let's just... There we go. Turn that noise off. So the other thing that I built was this, a QED. So there was something that I was making, here we go. We needed to make a transfer node because for the bees I was trying to make, so we're using a furnace generator at the moment, and I wanted to make this furnace generator, which is 8 normal ones and a transfer node. So I got all this stuff and then I had to build a QED. So I built a QED. This one. So you needed eye vendors, a crafting table, you needed to make this, which basically used all our diamonds, we don't really have any. which is burnt quartz, ender infused obsidian, an ender pearl and lots of obsidian, and this is all ender infused obsidian as well. And then I made it, and if it let me in, I had to make this Brett's first search upgrade, which was, I had to make so many different upgrades. Upgrade. So to make this, I had to make these. So I had to make normal speed ones. Then I had to make this one, which meant I had to make this. And then I had to make these, and I had to make this, and it was just, yeah, crazy. But I did it. And to speed this up, because it takes ages, but mine just doesn't seem to work. I don't know if I have to power it, because I thought it just powered itself, but it doesn't seem to be working. I know it goes really, really slow unless you have these things. These Enderflux crystals. I know it goes really slow without these, but I thought it would actually do something, and it just seems to be doing nothing. So this is what we need to do, but I do need to go back to the nether and collect some more gas tiers so we can make some more Eyes of Ender to make it. So that is what I'm going to be doing off camera soon. And then the big thing that I have been doing, and the reason why I have been up till 1 in the morning, is because I have been doing so much Thumbcraft. It is unreal. It looks a bit crazy in here, I'm not going to lie. So, what have I done? Well, I did a load of the research because we had a load... Let me open the chest to show you. We had loads of these research notes that I hadn't done yet. So I did a load of them, and then thought I might as well start making some stuff from them. So I made the deconstruction table, which is really cool. You can put stuff in there, like sugarcane, and it will basically turn it back into its elements. See, it's going there? There we go. Don't know how you get them out there or how it works, to be honest. Not too sure yet. Just thought I'd chuck something in to show you guys, but it looks really cool. But again, I need to look more into how I use that. And then I thought we needed to start bottling off some V and getting it all into this kind, into jars, so that we can use it for our, we're going to need it over here. Where is it? There. For when we finish it anyway, for our altar. So what I researched and made was an alchemical furnace, an arcane alembic, essential tubes, and the jars. So what this does is basically you put stuff in here. I fuel it with lava, but then you put an item in it. For example, I don't know, let's say this torch. You can put torches in it, and it will burn the torch and turn it into its like aspects that it's made up of. So I was putting sand in here, and I was getting Terra, and I was getting Pedito. So, and I only got 2, so I put 2 up here and added the jars, and then as I was burning the sand, it just put it in. So as you can see, we've got 2 full jars of each and a little bit extra. I also made a void jar, so what this will do is any excess in here, so like if I had, I don't know, 10 lux or something left over inside one of these and I just didn't want to put that in a little jar, I could put it in the void jar and it would just get rid of it for me. So that's really, really cool. If I show you in here, I'm not going to show you how I made them or anything like that. You can, you know, I'm going to be doing that in another series anyway, so if you are really interested, I do suggest either Googling it or coming up in my other series. I will be going through it in a lot more detail than this. That's why I did a lot of it off camera. But the other thing that I did was I made, well, we already had the gold banded wand. I finally made the fire aspect thing to go on the end of it. We press F. Pretty sure we press F. There we go, it's took it off. So if I press F again, there we go. That's it, a wand focus, not an aspect. So there's different focuses that you can make, and then you can put them on your wand at different times. We made fire just because I had what I needed to do, and it puts this little orange thing on top. And from what I remember, I think it just... Let's have a look. I don't want to just start shooting things with it. Here we are, we made fire. Okay, so it sends forth a cone of elemental fire, burning everything in its wake. So that is what I made. I don't want to use it around here because I don't want to set the forest on fire. Let's see if we can find a chicken. He's in the water, but look at it. How is he? Ow! Did it set me on fire? How is that okay? I'm the one carrying it. Oh. There we go. Oh. We burnt the chicken. So that's basically what that does, and there's loads of different ones that you can use for all different kinds of things. But that's what I made. Oh, and I made us finally some goggles of revealing. And while I was doing that, I came across a recipe for, where is it? Not that one, where is it? Here, for enchanted fabric. So I thought that looked pretty cool. So it's just a piece of wool and force string, and you use one of each of the aspects in the wand, and you use it to make thaumaturge's robes, basically. And it's armour that you can wear, not armour, but robes that you can wear that give you a V discount whenever you're doing things. So that's super, super helpful when you're doing Thaumcraft, because some things can be quite expensive, and you know, you have to keep going and charging your wand all the time, so it's nice to have a bit of a discount. So I had just enough to make the boots. So we only have the boots on. But if I change to my human form, oh, I got a crown as well. Yeah, these are the boots, and they look pretty nifty actually. I really like them. I think they look cool. So yeah, that's basically what we've been doing in here. Open the chest. Thank you. So I'm just going to continue doing this, a lot of it off camera, and then just showing you guys some of the more important stuff. But if we go back inside, there's just one more thing that I really should have recorded but didn't, and we're going to be doing it again because I have 3 more skulls. But is it in here? Did I put it in my bag? I think I put it in my bag. Not that one. I made another bag that's just for wood because I was clearing so many areas out and I was just full of wood all the time. Yeah, here, look, we took on the Wither by ourselves and we won. It was incredible. So we needed some nether stars for various reasons, but one of the ones that I really wanted it for was for these fairy wings, so that we can fly without having to morph all the time, because it's just going to be so much easier. So we need pink dye, purple dye, gold, and then we need these unstable ingots. So we can make them semi-stable so that they don't explode. So we need to figure out how to make these. But that's basically what that's for. The other thing that I just noticed in here that I wanted to show you was I made this. So because there's so many mods and everything, a lot of the mods now overlap with each other. So like Thaumcraft overlaps with AE, and there's actually like a interface thing, like our one downstairs, the crafting terminal. There's a terminal that you can use to put the V into rather than those jars, and one of the crossovers is with bees. So I actually ended up making a thaumium scoop, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I'm assuming it's just more durable than the other ones. Again, not really read up on it because I'm terrible. I was up till 1, so I was like, I'm just making it now. But yeah, that's what I made. So let's try and get some of these dyes that we need for these wings, because I really, really want to make them. Let's look at these unstable ingots, because if I put in stable, will it show me the unstable, semi-stable nugget? This is what we need. So we use a diamond, a division sigil, which we actually have quite a few of from killing withers, and a gold nugget to make 1 nugget, and then I'm assuming we need like 9 nuggets. So it's going to take like 18 diamonds, or we can do this, where we use a division sigil, iron ingot, and 1 diamond to make 1 unstable ingot, which is more likely what we're going to be able to do. Now, the only thing with this is that when you make an unstable ingot, I think there's a sigil. I'm pretty sure I've got another one somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know how many, I don't know if it, no, we can't stack them, so I don't know if it uses them up or not. But basically you have like 10 seconds, I think, or something like that, to actually use them. So this is definitely going to be something that we're doing outside. We're not doing this in the house. I don't know where the iron's going there. There we go. Okay. And then let's just see if we have any. We have loads of diamonds. How did I not know this? Now, I'm going to use... right. How did we make the stable ones? I'm just thinking, if it saves us blowing up, I may make a stable one. A gold nugget, okay. So let's just do this and see what happens. That's just saying it's an iron ingot. It's inactive. Do I have to make it an active one? Let's see. Let's do this and see what it says. Yeah, it just says iron ingots. Okay, nuggets. Activated, yeah. Okay, this strange mystical item cannot be crafted but is found in dungeon chests. However, in its raw state, it's useless to you, needs to be activated. This can only be done by an ancient and strange method called the activation ritual. One of the sigils is to... When enchanting items are placed above or below the sigil, it will try to remove or reduce the enchantments. If you wish to find out for yourself what is needed for the ritual, simply shift right click on an enchanting table and it will describe what you need to do. Just a bit of advice, you may wish to wear some armour. That sounds really scary. Is it like something going to come and try and blow up my house? Right, let's take this enchanting table outside because we're getting towards the end of the episode now. Let's go and take this outside and click on it and see what it says, because I'm scared. Okay, what did it say? Shift right click. The thing is, we're experiencing a little bit of lag, so okay, nothing. Do I have to do it with this? Okay. So, altar does not have a redstone circle. Altar can see the moon. Altar has sufficient natural earth. Altar must not be lit by outside sources. Too early, sacrifice must be made at midnight. Oh, I think I saw someone do this. So, what you have to do is put like a redstone circle around the enchanting table. Do it at night when the moon is there. And then directly at midnight, you have to like kill a sheep or like a cow or something. So maybe that's what we can do next. I'm pretty sure when I first picked up these sigils though that they were activated, because I'm sure they were flashing, but hey ho, they're not anymore. But that's maybe what we could do next episode. But I am going to leave this episode here for today. I know it's been maybe a bit more on the boring side, I guess, today, just because it's been a lot of updates, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on. And I've been super busy having lots of fun, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Again, you know, I'm sorry it's not been a very modded episode again, but next episode we will try and do this activation ritual if anyone wants to come and do it with me, and even if not, we'll just do it by ourselves in the middle of nowhere so we don't die. And we can try and get these unstable ingots going so we can make some fairy wings. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay magical, guys, and I will see you all soon. Bye!